Hello, traders. Welcome to the monthly candle close stream. Just seconds ago, we crossed that threshold. It is now officially March. Thank you, leap year. What is it, once every 4 years? February ends on the 28th. All right, it's done. And here's your candle, your indecision candle after the massive bullish engulfing candle last month, January. Let's say that's just indecision. That's not really bad. You know, like sometimes we'll get some really nasty candles, and sometimes we'll get some amazing candles like January, but that's, I mean, a whole month of that, right? A swing from the highest high to the lowest low. I mean, a 15% swing in price on Bitcoin. There you go, man. So what will happen in March? You never know. Index funds not looking too hot. Hot dang, man. Are you kidding me? Hi for the chat. Leroy Jenkins. Dude, we haven't had the Elon Musk
for President 24.
We haven't had a $420 contribution in a minute, man. Thank you so much. Can we, please, we don't get hype. We're in the stream. Thanks, Rafd. RAFD. Royal Air Force. Something. Thank you so much, dudes. Wow. That was the first contribution of the new month. Wait, weren't you supposed to save that one for April? Because 420 is in April. Thanks so much, dude. All right, let's... Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I didn't... Sorry. This has to play because the Elon Musk emoji ball in the jar has to exist, okay? All right. We'll let it repeat. Okay.
Mitch Ray for President 24.
Thanks, man, but my God, I don't want to deal with that, right? Deal with all the I don't know. It's a dangerous world, you know, to be getting in politics these days, right? But yeah. Anyway, thanks, man. Really appreciate that. So the engulfing candle, the indecision candle that was confirmed last month that I thought I was showing you, but I was looking at it, but you were just looking at my stupid face. Sorry. Won't happen again. I'm just not used to the whole vanity full screen. That's all it is, man. I mean, most people do that. Most people will do podcasts and streams. It's just their stupid face. It's about the charts, man. Here, okay. So that's your close on Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum. Take a look at it. I'm sure Rafted would like to see. Here's your monthly. I mean, you engulfed last month, and then you actually had, if you could believe it, it was your highest monthly candle close on Ethereum since July of last year. Wow. You eclipsed January's candle. Bitcoin technically did too, by like $5, man. All right, it was like nothing. But yeah, here you are. I mean, look where traders are settling up in October. Lower than where they just settled up in February this year. So that's cool. But remember, I mean, yeah, these cryptos are sliding, rolling over right now, and they could continue to descend as the index funds sell off too, right? Because look at the title of the stream, reality of the situation. Dow Jones lowest daily candle close of the year of 2023 today, after already breaking the bearish, or it was a neutral structure, breaking below ice lines, and you're kind of falling now. We'll look at that in a sec, but
hey brother, can you please check Sprut? Thanks.
Make sure that say XRP and not XPR. People have requested XPR before, dude. All right, so yeah, we'll look at XRP. We were gonna look at it anyway. I appreciate the contribution, Ricky Bobby. You're not on fire right now. Please stop windmilling. Thanks. It's Ricky Bobby, right? Okay, thank you, dude. We'll look at XRP in a moment's time. But we look at after Ethereum, BNB, that is like back in the FUD news, right? And just not misallocating, but using customer funds to pay central banks, right? Isn't that what happened? Or not central banks, they're just to pay hedge funds or something. So here's your monthly candle close. not doing what Bitcoin and Ethereum did, where they closed technically higher than January. It closed lower, but the bullish engulfing candle from January still is valid. It's still ongoing. It's still there, and you're not going to have that being invalid until there's a monthly close below 245. So that's about it on the monthly close. This is the monthly candle close stream, right? So we're going to be looking at these monthlies and just check them out, see what's going on with them. Let's go to XRP right now. That, you know, good monthly, good weekly, but no bids. No one cares about this stuff, man. I mean, Ricky Bobby cares. Alex Cobb cares. Schwartz
what are we
cares.
listening to? Is this the fake Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Fake Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah, dude, it's the fake Stevie Ray Vaughan. These guys ripped off Stevie Ray Vaughan all day, man. Just kidding. Grateful Dead originated in like the late 60s or something, right? That's when they started. Stevie Ray Vaughan wasn't even a... He was a nobody back then, man, when these guys started. I don't know, changing it up a little bit, you know? Someone was like, wait, we haven't had a Grateful Dead stream in a very long time. We haven't. It's been like definitely over a year and a half, if not longer. So it's like, oh my God, one live stream that's different than all the others with EDM music, 120 BPM playing. It's a little different, okay? It's a little nostalgic for members of this community, too. Here's XRP on the monthly. Of the four, the most garbage, right? If you're looking at the big four, this is the most garbage chart. I guess you didn't even engulf in January. And so you lost, 50%, pierced through about halfway through the last candle. That's it, man. I mean, this is where reversals should happen and happen often, but not on this one, not yet, and may never happen. You're like, could you look at XRP? And it's like, dude, we look at XRP every day, and dude, the stage is set for greatness, but not if no one buys. Sorry, man. It's been analyzed to death. I think we've analyzed it so much that it's dead. Right? 88% retrace from the COVID crash low to the highest high, that mania run. It's double bottoming, attempting to confirm a bottom at an 88% retrace, a mega 886. That's where the magic happens. But there's no magic here. It's like there's whatever. What prevents magic? Magic wards from other magic entities. That's what's going on. There can be no magic on XRP right now. I'm sorry. It is XPR. Oh my God. Well, we had to look at this anyway, all right? Yeah, all right. Okay. We'll look at XPR. The font was too small. Yeah, someone's out of mana, dude. I need my mana. Heard that sound clip, man. As a former troll resto shaman, I need more mana. Indeed. Okay, we can look at these dailies, but you're just gonna fall asleep. I mean, at this point, it's just you're putting in a lower high on the daily than the previous high. The bad action magnet move maybe in this situation would be 36 cents. You're still above that marginally. Just okay, you break that, you probably going to 32.5 cents again. Dude, so sideways. Talking about bears and bulls. No, we're crabbing. We got crabs going on right now. I know, crab market, not something what you think. Don't be gross. XRP, and then we can just take a quick gander at Cardano on the monthly. I mean, dude, the daily though, wow, disgusting. Lowest daily candle close on Cardano since January 19th. This is like, of course, anytime we can get invalidated, but it's pretty danging, right? When you make a high to low, you retrace 88% from that previous high, not once but twice. And it just so happens there is a key ice line from 2018 that is right there. And you virtually showed, you definitely showed bearish divergence on the daily on the second tip. Dude, it's like all the makings of a bearish Vosity athlete. Now you're, there was controversy because for a minute we were above 37 cents. Now you're below them, man. And the bad action magnet move in this situation, 34 0.7 cents. I mean, you're about to test that, and you break that. I mean, high probability of a 786, 886 down here. I would be the you know, of any crypto to do that, I'd be the least surprised on Cardano, because we know this is the like worst performing crypto. Even I think it's worse than XRP. At least XRP is just doing nothing. This thing actually loses tons of value. So I'm not going to be surprised at all if we eventually break the bad action magnet move, the B point of the harmonic, potential harmonic, and see 27 cents.
AMP/USDT. Thanks. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, Milk Ball? I'm still getting over the crud, Miami crud, but trying to bounce back here. It's tough, man. So many stressors, dude. Like internet yesterday. And I think it's the Wi-Fi, then got an extender, then switched over today to my Netgear Nighthawk, and it seems like things are a lot better now. For now, please knock on wood if you have wood around you, real wood. And still dealing with just everything not working. Two of my monitors are ruined. They're like $1,000 monitors. They were like, oh, they're just randomly destroyed. I turn them on. They're just like, you could tell someone, whoever of all the people that touch these things, somebody like just grabbed it in the corner because there were barely any edges on them and just pushed too hard. They didn't think about it and didn't care, and it's like it's destroyed. So just dealing with just constant bullcrap. Things like anyway, I'm not even complaining. I'm just telling you, like, you know, I'm giving you like the rundown of like the transition of moving still ongoing, okay, in my world. So it's tumultuous. Okay, get right Cardano. Let's go to the monthly. The monthly had a bullish engulfing candle back above the candle high close on the monthly from April of 2018. Still above it. Still an active engulfing for now, and that's about it. Your worst of the 5, I think. That's it. Cool. Cardano. Oh, let's go to MATIC. That was way better. I got MATIC's like a success story, kind of, right? In a way, where it, you know, gave back most of its gains. I mean, from its high of the month, where it closed, there was a 23.5% retrace. Yikes, man. FOMO's a killer. The bullish engulfing candle, you caught follow through. Highest monthly candle close just moments ago you had seen since March of last year. So, wow, 1 year highs on candle closes. That's pretty cool. You haven't seen positive momentum on the monthly on this one since March of last year. All right, so after a dramatic finish, you got to wonder if this will continue. You have broken out. You've broken like kind of all the key levels. I mean, on the monthly anyway. We know 120, 125 is a big deal. You couldn't crack that. Well, you cracked it. Now you're back at. And actually, you closed. Wow, man, you closed below the key level. Really bad close, man. Everything was just selling off when the stock market closed, and it just kept going for crypto when the bell rung. So that's a bearish breakdown. Well, the candle close doesn't mean it's confirmed or anything, but yikes, man. I mean, below 120 long enough. I mean, you could understand why the target is $1. That's your MATIC. Okay, MATIC, and then what's after MATIC, dude? DOGE? Look at DOGE. DOGE. I mean, looks like the most ugly Head and Shoulders ever, right? But of course, as it's right back at the neckline of that potential Head and Shoulders, it could be putting in daily bullish divergence and be putting in a confirmation low. So can you trust the structure that is developed here? It's kind of tough, man. You have contradicting variables, which is not a conducive environment for taking action, right? You normally want all the stars to align. You don't want it to be like, hey, we got like a few planets and stars are aligning, but then there are some that are like literally saying the exact opposite. That's what you kind of got going on Doge, right? Where it's like, wow, that is beautiful, like specimen Head and Shoulders stuff. But have you broken the neckline? No. In fact, you tested the neckline again, and you have not broken it yet. And if you start pivoting and rallying here, you're gonna get daily bullish divergence. One low, the second low with lower levels. And you have not fallen into the bearish control zone yet. Still above 40. So that's the problem. I mean, things look like, oh yeah, about to roll over. Pretty bad. Maybe it's gonna, you know, I mean, downside takes you to probably, 6.5 cents again. But until you break it, that's the fat lady singing right there, that 7.8 cent level. Fat lady is getting on the stage. She's waddling, you know, slipping and falling a little bit like Brandon. But she's making her way to the stage. The auditorium is getting ready to receive her, but not yet, man. No vocal cords humming yet. Okay, so that's where we are. Doesn't look really hot anymore. Momo shifted for sure, and then the up thrust of 9.1 cents that has always been a very important level. Up thrusted through it. Oh, it was breaking out, and you rejected it, and now a formal back test of the up thrust. What was once resistance has been formally confirmed as resistance again. That's normally terrible. It's the inverse of the spring back test of spring, which is so magical. My God, if I would be looking at this, I'd be like, oh man, are you kidding me? What was once support, spring back test of spring, and now you're just butting up against this sell wall, and once you break it, confirmation line is straight to 6.5 cents again. Let's go. That's the problem. I mean, you can't really be that optimistic on Doge because of the structure here. Yikes. No round earth. Shiba is not in value territory at all. You're out of your mind to say that. There is no value in crypto right now. You could say, if you're looking at the weekly, maybe you're still way off. Like you're 50% off the value areas. I mean, the monthly here doesn't really stick out as anything crazy. You know, there was no engulfing candle last month, and you gave up most of the gains this past month. No formal, no good piece of data right now on Doge. Right? You know, speaking of Shiba, we should look at it because his little brother. I mean, Shiba, the issue is you fell below. This is the problem, man. Right? Where was value? True, undeniable, textbook Jesus value was in the 800s to 900s, even 1,000 maybe, right? Thousands kind of pushing it, you know, because you're so far off. But that was it. Undeniable. You may not have been here, but we were here every effing day. I was on vacation, real estate hunting, and this was here. Now, pretty high premium, and you've just failed to break the key inflection point, which was profit-taking level 1 of 3. You can only hit one target, and now it's like you've up-thrusted through it, and now you back-tested the up-thrust, just like we looked at on Doge. Gosh dang coffee mug, man. Just like we looked at Doge, you could flip this chart over and say, all right, you've sprung, you've now kind of back tested the spring, and now you're rallying off of that inflection point that takes you all the way to 2021. That was your, on Shiba, in fact, that was the lowest daily candle close since February 1st. 1 month lows. Broke a demand line 2. If you were looking for value now on Shiba, which you may never get, you understand that, right? You may never get this. But if you really wanted value again, you're looking down at 877 to 957. That's true value. I mean, 786, 886. Not here. This isn't really value at all. This is, and the closer you are to this inflection point, the closer you are to a lower risk entry for a short, more so than a long. Okay, so show me something though. Again, above 1340, extremely optimistic for 1700. But when you fail so many times and now you're well below it and now you're back testing those levels as resistance, it's just not good. I mean, that's just wake me up, call me when we're back above 1296, 1340. Then more moon. But until then, you could be cratering And you could get some value down here. There could be another reaccumulation level, you know, because you get your first real high or low. You know, one low, then the lower low. Give me a, you know, I know these two lows were higher than this low, but give me another higher low at some point. Give me a true pivot. We'll talk. Yeah, 200-day moving average. You said that's where the 618 is. Okay. Sure. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of like your crypto rundown. Let's look at the monthly. Monthly, it was your highest monthly candle close since October. Bullish engulfing candle, still active. You know, all the gains given back. Every freaking 1/10 of a cent given back here. Unfortunate, but again, what are you gonna do? This is what happens when we're in such a rough macro condition. It was not a good month for stocks. Speaking of stocks, let's just knock them out while we're on the monthly. Let's look at the S&P 500. How did it close? Not really much of a conclusion we can draw off this candle close, except, I mean, it's just 4 months in a row now of just not able to get any sort of close above 4,085. In the month of February, we saw the highest price we had seen since August, but again, to no avail, pull back, and it was your lowest candle close since December. Actually, the lowest monthly candle close of the year. But dude, there's only been 2 months. I know, dude. I know. You don't tell me. It's fine. Not much of a conclusion here on the S&P. Dow Jones. That's bad, right? That's nasty. That's virtually a bearish engulfing candle. Lowest monthly candle close since September. This one, yeah, we knew if you were below that ice line, the downside was massive. Here's your daily. Right, it was the fact that you were confirming distribution, right? 2 highs that were lower than the previous highs, and a break of the, again, neutral structure. You even got a nice couple days of back testing, 33.22, repeating, of course, Leroy Jenkins ice line. This is the Leroy Jenkins, okay? You tested it, and now you're accelerating downward. And again, I was told you already, the lowest daily candle close since November 9th. And why could there be more downside? Because look at the history. I mean, yeah, you pivoted in February last year, March last year. Pray for it this time, but I'm just saying, beyond that, it's normally a long shot down. There'll be a lot more drawdown. I mean, you have not broken the bad action magnet move yet, right? Where that's the B point of the potential harmonic. Breaking that, you know, there's a high probability of a 786, 886. So that means like from this low to the highest high. You haven't even made a 38% retrace yet, man. That's definitely coming, right? 32,395. But think about like a bat of sorts, right? Like the 786, 886 down here, 29,336, 29,943. That'd be awful, but we're getting the crazy, I don't know, psychedelic part of this. Hold on. Yeah, so not really what you're looking for. Pretty much bearish engulfing candle on the monthly. Yikes. Hey, falling into the bearish control zone threshold a couple days ago. A few days ago. Your lowest level of relative strength you've seen today since September. Lowest RSI of the year, of course. Negative Momo building, highest level since December. So highest level of negative momentum of the year today on Dow Jones. Yikes. Okay. But with the NASDAQ, man, we're looking at the NASDAQ. We're going across the markets, man, right? We did some crypto. Now we're doing the index funds. We'll get to these couple. We had like a couple of requests, right? A lot of just wow. I mean, I think Marbob had mentioned to me there was a TriStar.
A-OK.
What's up, Hex Can Spook? Yeah, we can. Hex killed it, man. It was on breakout watch again. It was definitely doing stuff today. It was like a top gainer for crypto, an anomaly, if you will. So I wasn't able to bring down my bonsai there is not really a winter here, so the bonsai would just die, the azalea. I've read different sources of information on it where it's a gamble. I don't want to gamble
you can help
on.
me out like Dan Marino helped the Miami Dolphins. Can you channel your inner Miami Hurricane and bring the heat with your thoughts on Hex?
Anonymous, did you not see that our friend just requested Hex? I mean, if someone wants to tip again for Hex, I'll do it. I mean, you know, we get one more Hex request, I'll do it in a British accent. How about that? Okay. So I mean, if y'all doing it with 1 and 2, one more brings it out. Okay. So no, I didn't want to bring the what the.
Hey Papa, beautiful view. Can we take a look at AGIX pretty please? Thank you, Papa.
AGIX. Yeah, we'll look at that. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you, dude. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to bring my azalea down, but my parents are looking after Telperion, and Telperion's doing awesome. Started blossoming, but it's like late February. I guess it's March. That's crazy. Like first blossom was like the last day of February, or not blossoming of the blooms, but like the leaf part, not the buds where the flowers come out yet. So anyway. I don't know what to tell you about this. It's just so much chop, man. Like, good luck. How do you play that? Each day it's gapping up and down. Like, it's awful. Like, wow. Illiquidity. Let's go to the monthly, though. Check out that. Well, you had that nice bullish engulfing candle last month, and this month, a whole bunch of nothing burger. You got to 12,257, and then you just gave it all back, man. Just looks like the altcoins. Right? Like some of these altcoins on the monthly, the same thing. So, it's really not that bad. I mean, I get it. It's been just, right? How long? Like 2-3 weeks now of just selling and bleeding out and just gross. But looking at the monthly, no big deal, really.
He beat me to we have the DA in Cockney rhyming slang. Lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels style.
Oh god, the Cockney. Dude, I can't do like different dialects. I can't do Scouse, can't do Cockney. No way, man. It's gonna be terrible. But do you even really request Hex there? Because I said whoever requests, if someone requests Hex next, right? Not someone just tips and talks about British accents. Dude, it'd be terrible. All right. So IWM is actually, you know, again, oh, it could have been so good. It's still elevated. It's still really not that big a deal. And hidden bullish divergence is still there. Like, that's so real? I mean, like, I don't think you can be that deterred by looking at the monthly on these index. Honestly, the Dow Jones looks like garbage. I mean, Dow Jones actually looks pretty bad. There is some divergence in price. They're not all like the same right now. I like the IWM better than the Dow Jones somehow, some way. Remember about this one, though. This was all about, hey, you give me one more symmetrical high or low, and we got classic accumulation arguments. Yeah, just, wow, so much chop, man. So illiquid right now. It's just sitting right at that 188 battleground for sure. Hold that. See it 209. Wow. Okay, let's look at gold. That also had a monthly close today. I finally caught some bids, a few bids the past 2 days. Oh, it was waiting for 1800, and we got 1804. I'm pretty close, right? Here's your monthly. Oh my god, I wouldn't. It's really not a big deal. You almost bearishly engulfed, but did not cover the previous candle technically. But that's about as close as you can get to a bearish engulfing candle with it not being one, right? And really, really trying to... Look how important this level is on the monthly. 1826, the back in August 2011, the highest monthly candle close of all time. You are... What did you do? You closed slightly above it. Now, I know you're breaking it on the new day, or on the new day and new month, right? Right now, but I'm just saying... It was confirmed that the support held. It was fine like a fruit fly. Anyway, yeah, so you got to wonder. You've double topped, and this will happen sometimes. You'll attempt to rally, and you'll eventually put in your first lower high, and that hasn't really happened yet. I'm just really interested to see how 18. It's really like 1776 to 1800. I mean, that's the big level. Like, hopefully it can flip to support, pivot, and then we rally. You know, you haven't seen on the monthly on gold. You have not seen positive effing momentum since January of 2021, man. It's been 84 years. And that's something. I mean, change is going to come at some point, right? Right, Anakin Skywalker? We got to look at the I was looking at silver real quick. Oh my god. Yeah, silver on the monthly. Is this just a massive log scale cup with handle, man? I mean, maybe. Well, I guess we'll know in probably like a few years from now. Give it 3 to 5 years, I guess we'll know if it's real or not, right? That's sometimes the problem with the monthly, man. It's like cool, but just people will be asking about structures that are possibly, you know, this high right here is 1980. Okay, this is when Scarface came out, or right around then, anyway. All right, just Scarface 2. Scarface will be, you know, Scarface 2 will be out in 5 years. He'll be trans or something. Anyway, no point in spending too much time. It was pretty ugly. Lowest monthly candle close since October of last year. Whatever. Really not exciting at all. Like paint drying. What's exciting? Orange juice. Let's look at the futures of oranges, and it was the highest monthly candle close in human history, of course. 1272 fib extension was achieved, and that's it, man. That's just gorgeous. I mean, it's so strong. Not much to tell you. I really don't know what to say. I mean, you're in price discovery, unless this just ends up being one of those. We're in that December of 2011, November 2016 level where we're just up thrusting through it, and it seems like, oh, it's going to go, and then it reverses this month. You don't know. Based on all the bug talk, though, I figure this might continue. Just like what? You know it, man. Live cattle futures. Look, I mean, you're 886. This is a monthly bearish shark that's just kind of being violated, you know? Slightly. I mean, you closed highest monthly candle close since, wow, November 2014. I'll say it was your third highest candle close in human history. Third highest close. Waiting for win reaction. You may never get it, but I'm just saying it's there. This is like almost playing Russian roulette with your wallet. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna long now, staring at this structure, we're talking. Really? Dude, we're talking like a 9-year large structure completing last month, hitting the 886 for real. Win reaction, man. I'm gonna wait. We'll see. And before, you know, all-time highs, but just wow. Anyway, let's look at U.S. oil on the monthly. Why not? Because it's U.S. oil. Wow, that's kind of interesting, right? Where U.S. oil, look, this peak from 2006, this valley from 2011, this peak from 2018 has been defended for the 4th month in a row. No closes below it yet. Still above that 200-month moving average. Wow. 3 months in a row of testing that 200. Okay, so you're fine like a fruit fly. This is fine like a fruit fly. Right? When you're just sitting at a support that you know below the support could take you to like just death. Or, oh, on the monthly, you know, U.S. oil breaking the support. Oh, it could just go down 40+%. Pull a natural gas, right? Okay. Speaking of natural gas, what a freaking monthly. Are you kidding me? That's an interesting monthly candle, right? Someone could say maybe, just maybe, that's a pin bar. It has the makings. I mean, that is a potential bullish pin bar, but... And it's all happening at magical levels, right? Where anytime some sort of mega reversals occurred, it's been between 160 and 190, right? Gotta wonder, man, if this potential bullish pin bar is real, right? I mean, I say it's potential because anytime you identify a Japanese candle, right, a candlestick, whether it's an engulfing candle, a pin bar, a hammer, a morning star, an evening star, right, dark cloud cover, you always want to get another candle after it to confirm it. So just going long on something because it's painted and it's done that's not prudent. I mean, people can do that. It's just riskier, right? So if you wanted this bullish pin bar to be like really confirmed with a candle close follow through, right? This month we'd want to see natural gas perform well and rally. And again, you've achieved, or you're close enough to levels where you've achieved where reversal here is nothing out of the ordinary. It's extremely common around 160, 190 for reversals. So we'll see what happens here. Cool candle. I think on the monthly live or feeder futures, right? Feeder cattle futures, highest monthly candle close since October of 2015. What, 8 years? 8-year highs on the close today. You know where this is headed, right? It's going to do the same thing as live cattle futures, right? This is the feeders, right? So this feeds the steak. Potential steak, right? Could be a pet, but probably going to be steak. Right there. I mean, you think feeder futures could head on up to 228? But, dude, it might be like 2 years from now. This is the monthly. Each candle represents 30 days here. Sometimes 28, right? Like this month. But probably some more upside. I mean, there's no resistance here, The bad action magnet move was like 160. So, that's anytime you break those BAMMs, you have those high probabilities of those deep retraces, 786, 886. I mean, that's probably where you're going to be in a year, Anyway, maybe we should get to some of these requests. I mean, we should look at some of these cryptos too, but yeah, we'll knock out the request and then we'll get back to it until another request comes, if it ever does. Still unsure, Chad, about the Hex thing. We have controversy with Hex, right? TA incognito rhyming slang, dude. Like I have any idea how to do that. Okay, first real request was XPR for Ricky Bobby, I think. Wait. Yep, that's it. Well, I mean, Raft, Royal Air Force, division maybe. He requested me president, but I don't know how to do that on a chart. So, okay, XPR it is. I haven't looked at this in forever, so forgive my chart. Go to the newer S coins watch list. XPR. Here's your monthly. We might as well start it with monthly, dude. I mean, your second lowest monthly candle close ever. Not really a good start there, huh? Let's go to the weekly. Oh my god, man. I don't tell you, dude. This is just garbage. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Technically, if you opened up the dictionary, the newer dictionary, and looked at the definition of trash, you would get XPR as like a third or fourth definition for sure. This is just garbage. There's no other way to put it. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. Absolute trash. I'm sorry. There's no divergence. Somehow it keeps making lower highs and continues to show positive momentum. You haven't seen negative momentum since July, and you just keep making lower highs. It's just, that's so bad. It's like the oscillators are so out of whack. Normally when you're going up in price, you're showing positive momo, but you're just going down in price and showing positive momentum for an extended amount of time. And you just reset the oscillators. You're sitting at 39 on the weekly RSI, which is just at the top of the bearish control zone threshold. So that means, like, say a sell-off happened at all on Bitcoin, this thing's gonna go to all-time lows easily. You know it is. It's almost certain the way everything's set up if Bitcoin dumps, man. But is there any surprise about that? Because what does XPR do? I think its most notable trait is it is so similar to XRP. And probably the reason why this thing pumped is because people had mistaken it and they were drunk and they thought that they were buying XRP, but then they're like, oh God, no, I'm not buying. This is XPR, and they sell. And then, you know, the jig is up, it's over. Sorry, man. Ricky Bobby. You know, I guess we can pray to baby Jesus. That's about all we can do. Drink your Powerade, okay, Ricky? Amped for milk football. I don't know if I'll look at this one. I think maybe I do, but oh, we're still on the newer S-Coin list. Maybe it's here. Oh, it is, and there it is. Okay. Oh, dude, this is like a stable coin. There's nothing to ever do here. Like, I mean, the only thing one would ever do is they would take along at 82 to 80 cents and then sell at 140 or 160, and that's it. So are you at the entry level where it almost always reverses? Nope. Are you at the exit level where almost everyone sells? Nope. So you're in the coin flip zone where if you flip your coin, 50% chance 82 cents, 50% chance of 142, right? I mean, nothing to do on this one, not actionable, not at an actionable level right now as I'm speaking to you. This is the weekly, so it takes out all the noise. But the whole chart is just noise, man. Let's look at the monthly. It'll do it for you, man. The monthly close. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Bearish and golden candle last month. But, dude, it's an inverted hammer this month. And just forget about it, dude. Just wait till, like, 80 cents, and then we'll look at it again. But it means, like, 20+% downside before it's at an actionable level. Right? Am I crazy here? This is bad. Bad, Larry. Sorry, I haven't been able to look at chat all stream. Sorry, this transition period in my life will soon be over. The hurricane, as I have dubbed it, right? The moving hurricane. We're on the last bands. I think I can see the sun. Amp, dude. Okay, cool. Hex for the Hexagon Spook. Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna say it in a British accent, but I don't know if I can maintain it, man. You know? Oh, of course. I just do an analysis. But dude, you didn't specify, right? You were just like, look at this coin, and I looked at it for you, right? And then it's like, spent time looking at it, talking about it.
AMP/USDT on Binance or AMP/USD on Gemini.
Cool, dude. Cool. After I get done with the analysis. Can't say it's much better here. It engulfed a couple months ago like everything else and then had fall through, and here you are, up 5% on the new day. I don't know. I don't look at this. It's pretty terrible. I mean, oh, maybe it's reversing. Sure, maybe it's reversing. I guess your cutoff for something like this would be below 4.7 tenths of 1 penny. Below that, you would want nothing to do with the asset ever. So maybe you're close enough to that. But dude, all it does is lose, right? Yeah, man, what a loser. Stray, I was there just before him. Just before him. Like a year before him. I was there like McElroy, Preston Dial, John Parker Wilson, I don't know, the Roy Upchurch, just people you may not know about because it was just before all the good times, right? Anyway, that's all I can tell you is the level to not own the asset is below 473 right here, right? And then upside potential, I mean, probably right around where it was at, where it up-thrusted. Look at the candle high close here from September of last year. I mean, and then above that, if you really wanted it, I would think would be this level from June to 2022.
Looks
July.
like a pretty nice parallel channel for WFC. I do believe it's a bear flag.
Ooh, that's no good. Oh yeah, financials looking pretty ugly again, right? Yeah, they are. We will look. Thank you so much, Gabble Gabble. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. I mean, these are just pretty gross times, man. Everything's bleeding out. You know, we're just getting back to where we were before the 50 to 200% pump on everything, right? Here we go again. You know, viewer countdown. Oh God, all these freaking just these people just have the attention span of just apes, dude. They just can't keep it together. Like, oh, if we're not pumping, I'm out. I have no interest. It's like I get it, man. I get it. Whatever. So, we'll look at Wells Fargo, and this is just like, okay, cool. All right, here's Hex. All right, here's Hex. We're looking at Hex. It takes right on up to the 6.8 cents that you look from August of 2022. And that's about it. It hasn't broken that level. If it does, you'd think the next target would be 8.6 cents. But this is exactly where, if the buyers cannot break this level, this is where the massive reversal would begin. It would be, it had been foreseen. So cue up the critical area song. I swear down in it. So I would have your alert set up above 6.8 cents, because if you have the alert set up, you'll know, swear down that we got a breakout coming, alright? Can I see a Jupiter and Venus in the West, but yeah, I can. Certainly can. So that's your Hex, man. I mean, right? This thing was interesting at that level. Dude, again, the assets are interesting when they fall below supports, then they rally back above them, then they back test the mass support once or twice. That's when they're interesting. They're not interesting now. What is interesting is the markup that occurred after the amazing opportunity that was presenting itself. If you were so inclined, right? What was once support became support again. And then it rallied, and it was like, all we have to do, if you break 3.1 cents, the target's 5.6 cents. That happened. And it's like, well, above that level, you have a little bit more adversity, 6.8 cents, and you're at it right now, and you haven't broken it. So it's like, I don't know if you're going to break it. And the risk is high. I'm sorry. Anything that has a wave up like that nonstop, there's high risk involved. You're paying premium to own this asset if you're taking a fresh long now. Yo, what's up, PBK Reviews, Matt? I swear he's, I think he's also across the pond, Matt. Down in, What's up, Miss Team Crypto? not miss teen crypto. She's no longer a teen. She had a birthday. She just hit 10,000 subs. Hype in the chat. Congratulations. It feels like just like yesterday I was hitting 10K subs. You're well on your way. That's it. That's your hex. Bitcoin down 0.36% on the day, the lowest price of the new month. The problem with Bitcoin, we got to go back because we only looked at the monthly, I think, on this. The problem with Bitcoin is 23,835. What happened? What just happened a couple days ago? What was once resistance is what?
You sounded like my immigrant mate who speaks Pakistani English. No high risk when you were a patron and bought around 0.02.
You said that. Well, we'll talk about that, but dude, I gotta work on it, man. I need to get like a British coach, a British speaking coach, because I would like to have a British accent if I need it to pull it out. I can do some of these analyses with it, especially when drunk. But I just can't that. Can't do that. Someone tell me what happened, right? What happened with Bitcoin? No one's answering, and that's concerning. No, I've watched Harry Potter a few times, and I still can't do it. I mean, dude, I watch like crazy hour-and-a-half long, 2-hour long documentaries on English kings from the medieval period. I still can't do it, mate. No, man, all that happened, dude, okay, was 23,835, this level that we've been talking about and we've had up here. And remember, Crypto Face would come in and he's like, hey, man, this long dude at 23,000, or, you know, I got a long going. It's like, what could we see now? Like 23,835 is the next level at the candle high close on the daily from 2020. And you saw inflection back in the summer of last year. That could be it. And then look how many times tested, like you broke it, and now you've up-thrusted through it, and now you're back testing the up-thrust, which is a strong bearish form of confirmation. One does not simply fail to break out, then fall back below the key breakout point, the ice line, and then successfully test it as it was once resistance. It becomes resistance again. That's terrible. Kind of a really bad thing. And again, it doesn't mean, oh, it's time to sell off and collapse, but that's pretty strong. With the bearish divergence that was very real, you now have another bearish indicator that has just come to be a couple of days ago. Not looking hot. There could be more downside, and this whole idea becomes invalid when Bitcoin, if it ever did, break back above 23,835. But for now, that's fugly. Pretty fugly. False breakouts have consequences. Pariah, I mean, well, false breakouts and then break back ins, which is virtually what this is, can definitely have consequences. Yeah, so I don't like that. I don't like this technical development occurring right now. So on it. No. Oh, and real quick, thanks so much to Eds808 and SpaceApe for re-upping on your subscription in the Citadel. Thanks for the 2 months, both of y'all. I'm really, really grateful. Because when you do join the Citadel or continue to be a member of the Citadel, you are saying you appreciate what I do and you want me to keep coming back. So here I am. Back for ye. So let's look at WFC. What's Fargo Connect? Yeah, man. You say channel. I've got this kind of going. It was like a, yeah, you're right. It is a channel probably with that right there. I was like, oh my God, we're screwed. And it's just rallying, and it's above the danger zone. I mean, yeah, dude, you got to think about it though. Like, right, your highest high, you're going in 2018, then a lower high in August 2018, another lower high 2019. And then just this level that was once resistance in 2015 becomes resistance again twice in December 2021, February 2022. And then the, right, the ascending broadening wedge with the partial rise and then the bearish breakdown. And now, just methodical upsloping consolidation for a very long time. Talking like, 8 months now? Maybe going on 9 months. And yeah, I mean, but look, there's so much room to continue to ascend methodically, and you're still inside the structure. But yeah, I mean, you're not even coming close to rivaling the previous high. So it is pretty ugly consolidation right now. It's not, I mean, I get it though. It's not been crashing for a long time. But dang, dude, we're looking at the daily here, and I don't know if you've seen rising wedge continuation patterns and established downtrends. They're pretty good. They're pretty reliable when they start actually playing out. So I'm not really sold on this. I get it though. It's above the key ice lines of $43 to $45. That's a big deal. Very big deal. But what is like one time, two time? I break that level and you go to $50 and you're still not, I mean, out of the woods at all. So you say channel wedge, I'm just kind of leaving it, right? And that's it. That's like the last request. And yeah, so I guess we look at some of these other cryptos, right? And I haven't really been like doing too much with all this going on. We can look at Litecoin again, 93.72, so elevated. It's pretty impressive. Think about what the index funds have kind of been doing, and look how this Litecoin just mid-February was making its highest high since May, of last year. But it's just beautiful how it hit 105, the zone, and pulled back, and no higher so far. And this is exactly where more major pullbacks could happen. But do you understand like how if like say something terrible happened, Litecoin could go to freaking 76, could go to $67 and still make a higher low? It could lose from where it is right now. It could lose 30% of its value and still be fine technically because it's not taking out the previous low. Pretty wild. That's what I'm saying about like someone earlier talking about value in this market. And it's like, not really. There was value at the beginning of the year, and then everything went up 50 to 200+%. And now you're just sitting at those resistances for a month now, and just it's really getting to kind of coin flip territory again. Cannot believe it is now officially the 1st of March, Universal Time. Not in the States yet. Soon. Oh yeah, that's right, Michael. My bad, dude. Yep, let's do this thing, okay? Let's do this thing. I think we had looked at this maybe recently. Oh no, it's a crypto, so maybe not. AGIX. I thought that was a stock. Please tell me there's more data on somewhere else, right? KuCoin. Nice. Alright, KuCoin, yeah. Oh, this is very powerful. Very powerful. Oops, what the? Right, I mean, it hit dang near, it actually did hit all-time highs at the beginning of February 8th, 9th. Staying above 39.9 cents, virtually 40 cents is a key level, because below that's 30 cents. Above 39.9 cents is 63 cents again. It's like, what, straight up and down, up, down. And if you hold this one level, I mean, you could be going straight back up, but you see the levels, right? You see, identify them, 40 cents and 63 cents. You are in the dead middle of them. So it's really hard. How do you strategize? I'll say this. More hidden bullish divergence. Like, look, you had hidden bullish divergence. That played out beautifully, right? And now it's happening again. But the issue is, in the past few days, the rallies occurred, and now, think about it. Where the price is until it's at the next inflection point, 27% of the upside, and then 20% of the downside. That's freaking middle between two levels. It's hard to strategize, right? But the hidden bullish divergence continues to play out. I mean, I think the target would be 63 to 66 cents again. Then it's all-time highs. Shoot, dude, it's been number go up. And this is like another example of like extreme premium. Extreme premium, man. I mean, the time to be looking at this was like, what's dude down here, Oh, some very subtle accumulation. Back above the 200-day moving average quietly a couple times. Okay.
I will tell Steve Nissen to focus on sushi and Japanese proverbs rather than candlesticks. Read the star on the S&P daily. More of a Tetra star now.
Yeah, I know. I was about to mention I think someone tipped, and like sometimes when people tip, it'll sidetrack my entire thought process, just like literally right now where I'm looking at AGIX, and then I go to the. But I looked at AGIX. The S&P. Yikes! I mean, this channel we've had drawn. If anything, it's like Gap City, right? You back tested the breakdown yesterday, fall through today. Yeah, the TriStar, which is a Bukowski pattern, not valid right now, I don't think. It's a Tetra star, joke star. It must be really rare, I mean, I wonder how often you see those patterns. The TriStar, man. But just when you think all the Japanese candlesticks, they're out there, man. There are other ones out there. So the question is, I mean, like, the danger is below 3,800. Yeah, that's the previous low. As long as you stay above that level and wherever the pivot is, fine. Accumulation, still making higher lows. So, oh my God, yes, can't wait for Alabama to destroy Auburn tomorrow in the Iron Bowl, the second Iron Bowl of the year in basketball. It's gonna be amazing. So on the new week, or not new week, the new day, wow, YFI up 2.2%. This one, I don't talk about it. You can look at the monthly. Forget about the monthly. The daily is still gorgeous. I mean, the target's still there. If you're just waiting patiently, you should be. I mean, like, dude, this is not something one is exiting and entering, like, right now. I mean, what are you doing? Like, there's no rhyme or reason for what you're doing if you are doing that. But, you had the ample opportunities for a long time, and still waiting on Andromeda Galaxy. It's just, do you have the patience to hold until then? Probably not. It's okay. Some people do. Anyway, and remember, like, when was my tweet about this? It was at like 6,000 or something, and it's like, if only the normies knew what was unfolding, what was happening. I mean, since that freaking tweet, the public service announcement, up 53%, but at the highs is up 70%. I mean, okay. Let's go the monthly on it. Whatever. Who cares? Well, you have the bullish engulfing candle, and I would say that is certain follow through. And on the monthly, you can see the double bottom. It's there, man. One low, the second low. All happening where? Of course, 98% retrace. Perfect. It's perfect. The Bitcoin Cash, I don't think it had the breakout. Man, it's so close. It's got the bearish divergence. It's still just flirting. It could not close the month above it, I don't think. Let's see. Gosh, dang, look how close this was. Massive engulfing candle still valid. I still don't think this is a big deal. Think about the swing. Intra-month swings on Bitcoin Cash from the highest high to the lowest low. 22% swing. But look, could not close above that level. That's okay. I wish it would have, but what are you going to do? I'm okay with the indecision candle. We can engulf this candle this month, right? Let March be as green as the shamrocks that are in the Irish Isles. What? Where did that come from? All right. Because it is St. Patrick's Day. We're going to have one heck of a St. Patrick's Day, I'll tell you that. Green beer, as is tradition. Drunk, as is tradition. Drunk as a skunk, maybe. All right, depending on how lit it is. But normally that's where people showing up to those things, man. Man, the 2020 COVID crash, St. Patrick's Day, was freaking insane. The Dar Star? What's the Dar Star? You mean the Dark Star or the Dart Star? Or the Darth Star? Still working. There's still things that have to be done. If you're wondering about the spaceship stream, it's not happening. Right? I said not. Double negative, but still. There's things that have to happen in order for me to get the internet people back out here. One thing is I got to get one specialty mount for TV so the cable company can come out with the internet company to do all the changes that need to be done. Just not even intuition. It was just like, oh, I've got a couple of my old monitors I didn't throw away. I kept them, so I'll probably be able to have a fully functional battle station, just not as powerful as I want. But that's coming. It's coming, man. Just bear with. I only have moved out of state one time in my entire life. You're just going through it right now, all right? Cinco de Mayo rally. What about the Cinco de Mayo collapse, Brad? 2018? Bloody Sunday, remember? Everyone got George Washington. They were drunk, drinking tequila, eating tacos, and then the rug got pulled. There you have it, man. Crowbar, I don't day trade, dude. I never said I did. Like, so, you know, you've been fed your own delusion in your own mind. I don't day trade, dude. All right, so, you know, I mean, not much more to talk about. We just had a monthly close, and it's pretty meh right now, and I'm optimistic on the monthly. Like, again, you know, these, stock market, but like looking at these monthly candles, really no big deal, because the January candle was the statement candle, and then we just had an entire month of meh, still extremely valid bullish engulfing candle from January. So I'm not deterred. I still think there is potentially massive upside on some of these cryptos. Weekly, monthly telling us that. Daily's kind of getting a little iffy. All head and shoulders, right? I mean, yeah. Now it's starting to be, it's not as stars as aligned as before, like it was at the beginning of the year. But still, weekly, monthly look pretty okay. So that's the assessment of the evening. Okay, there it is again. One last look at the monthly on Bitcoin. No big deal, just indecision after the wonderful January candle. And you're going to go up and down. And the problem is, right, kind of here, you got the previous cycle top from December at 20K. And then you got 28,800. You are in the dead effing middle of two mega levels. So get the coins out, start flipping them for a test to 20K or a straight up run to 28.8. Again, I'm optimistic because of some of the altcoins. Bitcoin, not like it was always kind of iffy on Bitcoin, but it was the altcoins that were screaming reversal, and they did reverse. They actually did reverse. The TA was respected like the Jesus. Wow. So let's see what kind of outcome we will receive from the, for now, back test at 23,835 as resistance. When it was resistance, it is again. If you get follow through, okay, I mean, you might be looking at 21,600 if this actually is valid and you catch follow through, okay? So I'll be back though, you know, like always. Barring acts of internet, I think I got it fixed with the router, the new router. But we'll see. I mean, so far, no problems, I don't think. I even upped my bitrate a little bit too. So big shout out to Raf D for that $420 bomb. The Elon Musk with all caps, is that a joint contribution? And everyone else, your support is greatly appreciated. And it's that's it, man. Right? I don't have affiliate marketing. I don't monetize these videos via YouTube. I don't get, I don't have sponsors. You are the sponsor. You sponsor this stream, each and every one of you. So just keep that in mind. And I play copyright music every day, so it's for the enjoyment and the enhancement of the stream. So thank y'all, each and every one of you, and I will just be back. So until next time, respect, T, A.